Steve, let's start with Junior Hoylett. What's the news?
Well, he's got 3 or 4 stitches on the side of his head, quite a nasty bang on his eye, and looking at it again, it's not a great challenge, and I think he's going to have a bit of concussion, and we'll see how he is, but it's a bad one.
The main thing is, though, he's conscious now, and it could be worse.
Yeah, it could have been worse. I mean, I think he was out for a little bit of time, so probably is concussed, and that might affect the next game. But the good thing is he was going for the challenge. It's then the interpretation of the referee whether there's, without the challenge, is he going to get to the ball on the other side, and he didn't think he was going to get it. I would argue, because we know the pace. If the little man doesn't get any contact from the goalkeeper, I thought they got it before it went over the other side.
The fact he's up on his feet is a good sign, though,
yes,
isn't it?
It is, and I mean that's the most important thing. He'll get stitched up, and he'll be fine.
What about the points day for you? What did you make of that?
Well, we felt as though we got our noses in front. I think if we got to half time, still being ahead, I think we'd have grown in confidence. I thought we played a lot of good stuff. Probably had to get the ball wider a little bit more often. But I felt we dealt with the Fulham threat. We tried to keep Damien Duff on his right foot. Because we know how dangerous he is when he checks and he gets onto his left. I thought we dealt with Clint Dempsey coming off the line well. We dealt with the channel runs of the strikers. So overall, I thought we were excellent today.
How many injuries did you have to contend with today?
Well, we had a few. With Chris Samba's back locked up at half time. We also had to put on Martin Olsen at half time, but he had already had a bit of a strain when he was away in international duty. David Dunn felt his calf was tight. David Goodwillie then's feeling his hamstring because he ran his socks off. And then obviously Junior, so we're in the wars a little bit, but I think that shows the commitment that we're trying to put in to get points on the board. We're off and running. Could have been 3 possibly, but it's a point, and we'll look forward to the Arsenal game.
Bear in mind you came into the game with no points. How impressed were you with not the commitment your players gave, but the fact that they stayed together and the confidence stayed there?
I think the thing is we've got that in abundance. We showed that at the end of last season. We've got spirit, we've got togetherness, and I think we came today and we didn't sit back and just defend. We came with quite an attacking threat with Goodwillie and Formica, Ruchina, Hoylett. I mean, these are attacking players that can open up any defence. It was pretty easy just to come and sit back and soak up the pressure, but we felt as though we wanted to go for it, and we did, and we got our noses in front. What
sort of good would that do you, other than the actual point itself?
I think it brings confidence. Any point away from home is difficult to grab in the Barclays Premiership, and I think now, the way we're playing off the back of the performance we had against Everton, we never got any points, but there's not too many times where you don't get points when you get 2 penalties and then a tough decision in the last minute. So could we have probably had 4 or 5 points? Probably, but at least we've got 1 and we're off and running.
Is the result today a massive relief for you personally? Because as you know, there was this fan survey said they wanted you out, and quite a few newspapers this morning were saying, don't get a win today, he's sacked, out.
It doesn't affect me, honestly. I can tell you that. I've got the dressing room, I've got the backing of the lads, I've got the backing of the owners. And I said in the press this week, if the fans stay with us, I'm sure they'll see many performances away from home like that with probable more than 1 point. And I think the way we're trying to play and the attacking options that we've got the squad together now. So if the fans stay with us, which I'm sure they will, I'm very confident we'll finish in the top half.